Hey guys, it's Alu, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the choice I made to become an atheist. Uh, I used to be Catholic, and most of my family is Catholic, and I come from a very Catholic neighborhood, so those things don't really add up, do they? Um, at some point in my life, I was very depressed, and there was some outside factors to it. There was some inside factors to it. Some personal factors to that too. Um, Not to give you guys too much detail, but you know what a depressed person is. You know what they look like. You know how they act. I was pretty much like that. I was just a mess of a person. And that got me thinking a lot about religion and what it actually does for someone. And at that point in my life, I felt like it was doing nothing for me, and I just decided to not believe in it anymore. It wasn't like I declared it or anything. I just stopped. And I did not know I was an atheist, actually, for a while. Actually, I didn't go from Catholic to atheist. I went from Catholic to agnostic and then to atheism. Um, and so why the steps in between? You guys are probably wondering if I wasn't actually sure. I wasn't. I'm still, learning. I'm still figuring everything out. Not about being an atheist. I'm pretty sure about that. I'm solid about that because this happened over a period of 2 years. So when I was Catholic, I was, not super hardcore Catholic is what I'm going to call it. I was very, not so much. I rarely went to church. But I did believe that there was a God, and I lived accordingly to meet what's it called, the specifics of entering to heaven and all those rules or whatever. I lived accordingly to all those things, and I was like that for a while. Never too serious, and the point came where I just stopped thinking about religion, and I just felt like there was something in the universe that was controlling everything, and that there's someone made the universe and whatever, because it's really strange. I usually have this thought, is that when I think of the universe, I picture like a cube, like a rectangle though, kind of, like a box, like a shoebox, kind of. And in that shoebox, there is, take a needle, and you make a dot inside the 3D thing. Pick any dot in there on the plane, and so you have your x, y, and z coordinates, and that is your point. And I believe that there's, millions and trillions of points in that box of space. And, that space only goes on for so far. And all the universes in space, are those little points of the needle. So I think it's huge. That's how I imagine space. And I imagine that at the end of the box, like here's your box, that at one of the ends of the boxes, once you get to the end of the box, you'll magically return to the other side. I don't know how, but that's just how I see it in my mind, and that may sound a little bit crazy and psycho, but if you guys were understanding it, basically a box and a point the size of a needle dot, or poke or pin or whatever, is the size of a universe in the whole, all of space, or whatever you call it, whatever term you use to describe everything in space, universes, galaxies, all those in space. And I kind of felt like someone had to put it there, because there can't just be nothing and then something, so that someone is controlling it. So I was agnostic then. a long explanation for that, because that's when I got that idea that, you know, someone had to put it there. You know, it's not just gonna magically do that. And then, you know, I kind of was like, no, you know, maybe life and Earth and galaxies and all those universes have just always been here, always. Like, there never was a start and there never was an end. That they've just always been. And I don't know how they've always, you know, just always been, but they've just been that. And that's when I became an atheist. Is when I accepted that there are answers out there. It's just that we don't have them. That we won't ever know that if there is a God. And that we won't ever know at this point in time if there is or is not. And that's why I became an atheist. And how I became an atheist, basically. So long story short, I went through steps to become an atheist. It was not, you know, a big deal. I don't go around, you know, shouting it out that I'm an atheist or whatever, because I get a lot of funny stares, and I don't see why, because that's a whole nother video though. So I will be posting part 2 to this video soon, and I will see you guys next time.